Hello!
Hello again!
And welcome back to HobbyLink Japan Live, HLJ Live for short. And we're here with another wonderful figure corner for you, all on the YouTube channel. Welcome to the live stream. I see there's 7 of you watching right now, so that's great. And today we've got a range of figures, including the new MAFEX Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. And we've also got this wonderful 2B figure here, provided by our producer. And then we have a Nendoroid Solid Snake. So we're going to open these all up, chat with you, have a good time. Isn't that right?
That's right. I'm really looking forward to it. This will actually be my first time unboxing a MAFEX, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, so why don't we get right into it?
Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead. Let's start with Spider-Man.
Right, so I'm going to clear some space for a second here.
Sorry. She's
All
so
right.
big.
So, of course, we forgot to introduce ourselves. I'm Adam.
I'm Georgia.
Yep. And, of course, we're part of the HobbyLink Japan YouTube team. And we're here today with the figure corner. You may have seen last week we had Todd talking about the various Modroid Patlabor, I believe is how it's pronounced. I'm actually not sure. But today we've got some figure stuff for you. We're going to be alternating each week between figure stuff and scale model stuff. So depending on what you like, tune in each week on Wednesday. We've got Ragnarok in the chat. Hello, Ragnarok.
Hi, Ragnarok. I think I remember you from last time. Am I right?
Ragnarok was absolutely here last time.
Yes.
So Ragnarok, we're going to go ahead and open up this brand new MAFEX Spider-Man figure. This is the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, based on Tobey Maguire's appearance in Spider-Man No Way Home. And essentially, this figure, it represents how he looks in that movie when he jumps through the portal. And yeah, he's got his mask, he's got his webs, he's got the portal piece itself. You can see that we haven't unboxed it yet, but there's all kinds of different fun accessories and 2 different face pieces of the iconic Tobey Maguire.
Uncannily accurate to Tobey Maguire, I have to say.
Yeah. So overall, what we get here is a really impressive package that I'm really happy with, but we wanted to show you guys today because we actually have a lot of these still available left in stock on our website for you to order right now on hlj.com. So let's go ahead and break the seal on this.
So while we're opening this, Adam,
yeah,
who's your favourite Spider-Man?
In what context? Do you mean
Movies.
the actor?
Yeah, the actor. Are you an Andrew Garfield guy?
See, I have a lot of nostalgia for the Tobey Maguire movies. That's why I picked up this figure in the first place. What about you?
That's a really hard question. I think I struggle with a lot of recency bias with this, so whichever the most recent Spider-Man movie I've watched is will usually be my favourite.
Absolutely. So, you like the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies?
I guess, but I think he's probably my least favourite. Nothing wrong with Tom, like he himself does a good job.
Nothing wrong with Tom, everyone.
Nothing wrong with Tom, everyone. But I feel like I like Spider-Man best as the friendly neighbourhood Spider-Man. So I like it when his stories are more scaled back and local.
Some tape on this.
Oh, I have a knife.
Let's use the knife.
I have a knife. I am armed at all times.
They're armed.
There we go.
Almost lost some crucial pieces there.
Sorry. Actually, if you watched last time, you might remember that I lost a piece from the Figma link that I opened up. Good news, I found it. I had been sitting on it the whole time. So as soon as the stream ended, I found the missing piece. And we will not do that again today. I'm going to be extra careful.
So this is the MAFEX Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And as you can see, as usual with the Medicom MAFEX figures, we've got a really wide range of articulation here. All sorts of good movement in the joints. Of course, a lot of the joints and the articulation points are quite visible. But actually they've done a really good job, I think, of making it quite seamless in terms of the overall design, right? I think what you get with this, of course, it still looks like an action figure, But you know, with these articulation points, they're not so obvious that they're, you know, an eye strain, which can be a problem with modern action figures, I find. So you can see on the back here as well, the complete, the classic suit of Tobey Maguire as it appears in the No Way Home MCU movie. And you can see we got the logo here, the iconic spider logo.
Speaking of the back, Ragnarok is asking if it includes his bad back. So
I think conceptually, Ragnarok, it includes his bad back.
Conceptually speaking, yes.
Conceptually speaking, it includes his bad back. And yeah, it's what you get with this figure, as I say, you get some really quality articulation, a really nice build quality, but also you have that raised webbing effect that you can see all throughout the suit. It's really nicely detailed on the figure here, very well painted. Of course, the modern Spider-Man suits, Tom Holland Spider-Man suits, they actually don't necessarily have that raised webbing effect, but they've done a really good job of recreating it for the Tobey Maguire suit. And so we're going to go ahead and equip some accessories now.
I was trying to stealthily open it, but it's not being very stealthy, I'm afraid. Okay, there we go.
That's alright.
I almost lost the hands. I'm going to put those here so that I don't fling them off.
Right.
We've got the portal. This is a really nice piece. It's really big.
So, of course, in Spider-Man No Way Home, Tom Holland gathers up his allies via these Doctor Strange portals. And essentially, this is a piece that will kind of just freestand on its own like this. So you can pose Spider-Man in front of the portal.
I love a freestanding accessory.
And I believe we actually have a stand for the figure itself as well. So
we do. I'll get there. Bear with me.
We can go ahead and we can start equipping him with some accessories.
As I said, this is my first time unboxing a MAFEX figure, so I'm a little cautious about how I'm approaching this.
You got that stuff.
Oh. I did it again! Right, that's going into the pile.
So, whilst we're here, go ahead and show some of the additional face pieces.
Please do.
And we've got two interesting Tobey Maguire face pieces.
It's really looks like his face.
So you can see we've got Tobey Maguire, his face immaculately recreated for the sake of this new MAFEX figure. This is exactly how he appears in the movie. He's got that, as I believe they say in the film, like kind of youth pastor look, right? The Christian youth pastor.
Yes.
When he first arrives through the portals in the movie, they're saying, "Oh, it's just some random guy."
Yeah.
You know, because he's not wearing the Spider-Man outfit, and you wouldn't really. He doesn't necessarily have a heroic look to his face, Tobey Maguire.
That's so mean.
I'm not being mean.
What did Tobey Maguire ever do to
Tobey
you?
Maguire
Oh my
personally.
gosh.
But that's just how it is. Yeah, that's just how it is. I don't have a heroic look to my face either. So there you go. So we're gonna get this stand going.
Wait, can we put one of his heads on?
You certainly can.
I wanna give him a uncanny. Which one should I give him? Should I give him the smiley face or the scowly face?
Smiley face.
Smiley
Friendly.
face. Friendly.
He's a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
I think I
ladies
need
and
to
gentlemen.
change his neck, maybe?
Maybe.
As I said, this is my first MAFEX. Bear with me, I'm figuring it out. Honestly, the main reason I've never picked up a MAFEX is because I'm just hoping that they'll do like some of my absolute favourite characters, but they haven't quite yet.
Like whom?
I'm a big X-Men girly, but there haven't been any of my favourite X-Men yet. But I did see a prototype of Iceman earlier this year.
Yes,
so
of course.
I'm
There's a
looking
lot
forward
of
to that.
a lot of MAFEX X-Men
There
figures,
is.
right?
I just have very specific favourites.
Specific favorites.
Yeah, my number one favourite X-Men character is Pixie.
I think the neck is correct. Actually, you can just go ahead and pop that on there.
There we go. That was the wrong head.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I was not paying enough attention to this detailed assembly.
detail.
Yeah. There we go. Pop. Neck attached.
Awesome.
Awesome. There we go.
We go ahead and get that Tobey Maguire head on there, and then we can have him as he appears near the end of the film when he's removed his mask to talk to the other Peters. Ragnarok043 says, no emo face, question mark.
No! There's no emo face from Spider-Man 3, which is really disappointing. Without the hair, it's wasted opportunity.
It is a wasted opportunity. Cho View says, crossing my fingers for MAFEX Nightcrawler.
Yes! Yes! Now that is a MAFEX I would buy! Someone get Medicom on the phone. That's 2 sales guaranteed.
Cho, the question is, which Nightcrawler? Which version?
Any of them? Are you kidding me?
I saw that they recently announced that Alan Cummings would be in the new Avengers Doomsday.
Okay, maybe I'm hoping maybe like a comic,
niche,
a comic
but
one.
Alan Cummings, of course, is the X2, X3 movie version. So yeah,
that would be so cool. Are you kidding me? I would love any Nightcrawler, but a comic Nightcrawler would be better.
So why don't we equip him with a hand that can hold his mask?
Okay, now what hand is that going to be? There's so many
One
accessories.
of these hands over here. So Cho, what we're saying is we would also like to see MAFEX Nightcrawler.
Yes, we would.
Maybe comic book version Nightcrawler or the cartoon Nightcrawler would be cool. Yes, Ragnarok, we can confirm there is no emo face. However, I'm sure if you're good at customizing your figures yourself, you could probably pretty easily make it from one of these heads. Just apply a little bit of plasticine or something. You know, do some painting, and you'll figure it out, I'm sure.
Bear with me as I'm experimenting to figure out which of the hands is the mask holding
So there's
hand.
actually a loose piece for the mask.
Yeah, this is very cool.
And so he can be holding the mask in his right hand whilst he says hello.
Either hand. You can have either hand.
Either hand.
Yeah, you're not locked in.
You're not locked into the right hand, everybody.
Do not make assumptions.
Do not make assumptions. That's I think a crucial lesson we learned today. Cho View says 90s TV version. I completely agree.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Agree.
That's a good one.
I think the way that they a lot of those characters look for the original X-Men cartoon is the definitive form of those X-Men, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think most people would agree with that.
Yeah, and I think you know, the revival they did recently on Disney Plus, the X-Men '97, was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to season 2 of that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
But Nightcrawler didn't really appear too much in that, if I recall.
No.
But maybe we'll see them more in the second season.
Here he is.
Here he is. Now let's get him on the stand. Or you can put the stand through the portal or in front of the portal, if that makes sense.
So does this like clip?
You dropped
My
the
hard
mask.
work is ruined. Okay. Please.
Yeah, that just clips around his waist like that.
This is pretty cool. It like clamps.
Yeah. So this is a standard medical MAFEX stand, and just fits nicely around the waist. So you'll have no problem displaying your Spider-Man figure.
With the mask piece, you have to get it in a very specific spot in the hand.
Yeah.
There we go.
Excellent.
No, that's that's X-Men. I've got X-Men on the brain now, sorry. How does the theme to the Spider-Man cartoon go? I can't remember.
The Spider-Man cartoon?
Yeah. You know the one. The really like iconic Spider-Man cartoon. They're like one where they're pointing.
Now, the question is, should the portal appear behind him?
I think
like
you just
this?
have it behind him.
Yeah.
Because he's like come through the portal. He's here.
Right.
He's ready. He's geared up.
Right.
There's also like a bunch of these individual web pieces, which is really cool. And I have to be so careful because our table is white, so I don't want to lose them.
So we've got the portal piece. Bit of an awkward pose at the moment, but you know, maybe we could have him waving. He's got a waving hand. His left hand, perhaps.
Well, you mustn't assign this. Okay, to clarify, every hand has two. It's not just left hand.
Oh,
it's not
well,
just
there we
right
go.
hand.
Every hand has two.
You got to think bigger.
Yeah.
There are several options for like waving. We could have like the iconic like,
Yeah.
or we could have like a.
Yeah.
We could
Now,
have-
with the web pieces, there's a piece he can actually hold to kind of recreate the web swinging effect. Is that right?
Yes, there's a lot of web pieces. There's a lot more web pieces than I thought there was.
How many
like-
web pieces are there?
We're gonna do some counting there with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 unique web pieces? Or are 2 of them the same?
I think
2 of them are the same.
that
There's 1 for each
doubles.
hand.
Yeah,
So there's
yeah.
3 unique web pieces, 6 web pieces in total, 1 for each hand.
They're not 100% the same though. Like,
Yeah.
they are a little bit different.
They're like a little bit different. Of course, there's some mild variation so that you can kind of
So like if you had them both
have an
like
authentic web
this,
swing look,
like
so to speak.
it wouldn't look like it was the same piece, I don't think. So.
Yeah. I understand what you mean.
Okay, good. Wait,
So-
which hand piece are we doing?
Maybe a waving.
Like,
So he's waving as he comes through the portal, right?
yes. Wait. Hold on. This hand has magnets on it.
It's got magnets.
What is that for? Okay, I'm going to give you all of these hands, and I'm going to see what is magnetized. Because something is going to be magnetized if there's magnets on
Assumedly-
it. Is it the helmet?
It might be so that you can, maybe the mask has a magnetization.
I don't think it's the mask. Okay, next theory. Nope.
So Cho View, you said you want to see the MAFEX Nightcrawler. Do you have any interest in this MAFEX figure? That's the question I have. Me personally, I think this is one of the cooler Spider-Man releases, but that might just be because of my nostalgia for the Tobey movies.
Honestly, yeah, I agree. I really like these. In comparison to the other Spider-Man ones, this is definitely one of my favorite. That's come out recently anyway.
Yeah. We also have this unique little device. This is something that Tobey, Spider-Man, the Spider-Men together, the 3 Spider-Men, spoilers for Spider-Man No Way Home, they use this, I believe they use this device to stop Electro, right? Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the other villains, there's the Lizard, all of the villains are there, Sandman is there as well, of course. And of course, Tobey in that movie gets to have fun little moments with each of his previous villains, so that's really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. I really liked Sandman in the original trilogy,
Yeah.
so I was really happy to see him pop back up.
Yeah.
Okay, I cannot figure out what this magnet is for.
Well, for now,
So
that's okay.
there is a mysterious magnet. There is a cool feature in here somewhere. Unfortunately, Georgia is too dumb to know what it is.
Why don't we go ahead and apply like a waving hand
Yeah.
or a thwipping hand, perhaps?
A thwip.
A little thwip,
Like a...
and then we can apply a
Yes.
web to it as well.
Oh gosh, okay. I'm gonna... His mask is probably gonna fall out because I have placed it
On the
quite
left hand.
precariously. Yes.
We can just keep it where it is and then
take off
see
the little
about
hand.
applying this.
Alright, which web are we gonna do? Like just...
Maybe like that, yeah.
Because I think, if I'm understanding correctly, it goes like here and then you pop the hand on top.
I think so.
Let's find out.
Oh, it might be this one might be better,
Oh,
right?
oh.
Because then
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's a more
Yeah.
direct whip, so to speak.
That is more of a direct thwip, so to speak.
Like
Yes, that is how you do it. Okay. Intuitive.
And then you got to extend his left hand so that we get a nice thwipping action.
I feel like I need more of a dynamic. Hold on. I think we need to have more of a dynamic leg thing going on if he's the whipping. Because why would he be stood completely still, you know? I feel like we need to have him leaning forward.
Create a nice action pose with this MAFEX.
Yes. Ka-chow. There we go. He's like... He's running. There we go.
So this is a thwip where he's kind of like
Yes.
just about to start web swinging.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like he's like about to run into it. Was kind of the vision. Like
Kind of a running leap.
yes.
I see.
There he is.
There he is. Oh.
There I am. There he is.
Adjust the focus. Excellent. 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 And yeah, so this is MAFEX Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. It's available right now in stock on HLJ.com. So if you're curious about Spider-Man, or about owning an action figure of Spider-Man, I think this is a really good place to start. If you've seen the Tobey movies, even if you've just seen the newer Tom Holland movies, this is based on his appearance from No Way Home, but it does look just like his classic appearance because seemingly Tobey Maguire has not changed much in 20 years.
Shockingly so.
Yeah. So that's excellent. And I actually really like this portal piece as like an extra in this set. I think it comes with a lot of really interesting hand shapes, so you can do all kinds of different kind of swinging poses or dynamic poses. Combat poses, of course, with this are really easy. His default hands are like fists, so you can have him punching. Of course, we have him without the mask right now, but of course he looks great with the mask as well. And then in addition to this smiley Tobey face, we also have a more grimacing Tobey face.
He's serious.
Really serious.
Serious Spider-Man.
Really serious. And what you get with this set, I think, is really unique, interesting. And if you're a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man fan, I think you're really going to enjoy it. So I think for now, unless the audience has any further questions about this one, we'll move on maybe to the next figure, perhaps.
All right.
But Choview says, I'm waiting patiently for mine in the private warehouse.
Oh.
So we've got someone who's already got this in the chat, which is awesome.
You have good taste, my friend.
You have great taste.
Great taste. My
Great
apologies.
taste.
Yeah, this is a really nice figure. I'm glad this is the first MAFEX I've opened up.
Yeah.
I was really surprised. I know Adam already said this, but by how like tactile the suit is, like I just assumed it would be
the raised
printed.
webbing and such. It's got a really nice texture to it, and you can kind of see the carbon fiber detail in the blue part of the suit as well, but also in the red part of the suit.
Yeah, I think it really does make a big difference when you're
Yeah.
displaying figures to be able to have that detail, that texture that catches the light and things like that.
So
Okay.
that's
She's reasonable.
MAFEX Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, available now at HLJ.com. So we're going to move on to the second figure for now.
There he is.
Let's move this out of the frame.
I don't want to put my friend away. But you can sit over here so I can look
Yep.
at him. There he is. Out of
So
frame for you.
now we're going to move on to this excellent NieR 2B figure
Yeah!
provided by our producer. So why don't you pull that into the center of the table?
You know how earlier I said I need to be really careful with the webs?
Yeah, the way you left the
I've
webs here.
just thrown them across the table.
That's live production for you. We didn't script any of this. We never script any of this, to be clear.
Nope.
And so that's what happens.
And now I've lost where they were meant to go. Okay.
That's all right.
There we go. Alright, I'm back. I found it. We're okay. Sorry, everyone. As Adam said, the perils of live television.
Let's move this into frame. May obscure us both. So, second topic of the day. This amazing NieR 2B statue. Sculpted and painted by Mitsumasa Yoshizawa. And what we have here is this is a figure that's actually available in stock on our website right now of the iconic 2B from NieR Automata. So, you can see the back window of this figure actually has this really nice Yorha logo for the glory of mankind. You've played this game, right, Georgia?
I have, so have you.
Yes. What do you think about it?
I like it very much. I do. I'm a big fan of the character designs in the games. If anyone remembers from the last time I was in a stream, that's usually my motivation for playing video games, is if I like the character designs and the artwork in it.
Yes.
I think, yeah, Tobey, her design is flawless as far as I'm concerned.
You're a big 9S fan as well.
I was a big 9S fan, yes. So if anyone who's played the game, you'll know why that was a challenge for me. But yes, I am a 9S fan.
Right. Me personally, I'm more of an A2 person myself, but that's okay.
I can confirm
because I
this.
like 2B as well, and this is a really incredible figure. So we're going to go ahead and very gently,
very
gently,
carefully,
because this is someone else's personal property. We're going to very gently open this.
So normally on Figure Corner, we bring in our own figures to open up, so we can share them with you guys.
Yes, the MAFEX Spidey is mine, but this is not. So we've got to be really careful with the box opening.
Our producer is watching me open his precious box. So I'm being very careful. Surgical, one might say.
Surgical.
Surgical.
Alright, so now we can maybe move the lid on this open.
Okay. The lid?
Yeah. That's gonna pull up there.
There we go. There's also plastic on the lid as well. This is ASMR.
Bit of ASMR.
Bit of ASMR as a treat. Very delicately.
Ragnarok 043 has posted an unusual emoji
What is
of someone like biting their fingers.
Oh,
in anticipation, I assume. I don't know why else we would have that kind of emoji in the chat. Alright, so we have now unboxed Tobey, and now we must carefully remove its plastic encasing so that we do not damage any part of it.
Back to the tape.
We've got the knife again, cutting the tape, and I think you guys are going to really like this figure. It looks really impressive even in the box, but we've seen this out of the box before as well, and this is actually available in stock on HLJ.com right now. So if you're interested in acquiring a 2B figure, of course you have a wide variety of options available. I mean, infinite choice, really.
Yeah, she may be one of the most adapted characters.
But this is in that kind of premium figure range, in that sort of 20,000 yen region. And you can really tell just by looking at it, even in the casing, that we're gonna get something really special with this one.
And the size, she's massive.
Right. This is a really large figure, and that's not quite the ASMR we're looking for, the plastic popping. But
this is like opposite of ASMR. This is a very unsatisfying noise.
Right. So, for those watching in the chat right now, is there any particular detail of this figure you'd like us to show off? I can see there's about 20 of you right now.
I know what at least one of you is going to say. I know what one of you
Well,
is thinking.
they've been silent thus far, so we'll see. There's more tape on this side. Be careful.
There's more tape. I missed a bit of tape. That's why it was so hard. Okay. This one is really close to her a body part replacement figure. Okay, there we go.
There may be more tape on the other side.
There may be. I think I got all the tape on that side. Let's see.
Just this part here.
Yes,
Yeah.
These poppers are very fun.
What's your favourite part about unboxing a figure? Mine is trying to figure out the unique properties of each plastic casing.
That is not my favourite part. Oh, and we also have some wire here as well. So I'm going to very carefully.
Wow.
That's
secure.
rare. That's a rare feature for even quite big figures.
Of course, in that premium figure kind of space, you do see wire sometimes, although I feel like it's less common in figure packaging now.
Yeah, these days it's less common.
Right.
I understand, like, when you're shipping, you want some assurance that your figures are going to be safe, and I can tell you she is not going anywhere. This is a firm box. She is well and truly cased in here.
So when it comes to NieR Automata, of course there's various different routes through the game, culminating in one impressive ending E. What was your favourite part of NieR Automata? Georgia?
I mean, I kind of already said this, and it's a bit of a cop-out answer, but I really like the character designs in the game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much of that I can say on stream.
Right, and of course these
why.
are characters where the designs mostly stay the same throughout the game, although there are a few key moments
changes,
where
yeah.
the character designs actually change. And this, of course, is a figure of 2B, so this is her iconic outfit. But you can actually display this in two different modes, with the skirt on and with the skirt off.
And I think they probably have a different face piece as well, so you can have the blindfold on or off.
Right.
I have successfully freed the blindfoldless face. She is. I've moved her out the way so I don't scratch her by accident when taking out the wire. Okay, this wire is very, very set in there.
フィルギトープイット。
いいですか? 失礼しました. We're cutting it. We are not cutting it. Right, one is gone. One is through.
So this is just part of the process when you're opening figures.
I did it. Okay. Something else is stuck
Review
somewhere.
is cracking a joke in the comments. They say, not those Tobey Maguires. Well, that's very funny. Thank you very much.
Alright, we did it.
It's
I'm
finally
in.
free.
I'm in.
We finally unboxed successfully the NieR 2B figure.
Very carefully.
So let's remove this plastic tape.
Here she is.
And be very careful.
I'm being very careful.
Let's remove that base.
Okay, here we go. She comes pretty much ready to go, which I love.
Yeah. And the base has got the Yorha logo on it.
I'm gonna let you put that on the base while I remove everything else.
Right.
So we've got the two swords as well.
I believe those are called the Virtuous Contract and the Virtuous Treaty.
Which one is your favourite?
I quite like the Virtuous Treaty.
Alright, we can use that one.
Let's go ahead and equip this one. I think this is the more impressive of the two swords. Oh. The question is, will it just slide in there? We also still have a piece of tape.
I missed the tape around her head. I'm gonna have to behead her. Please, look away. There we go. Shall we use the blindfold version?
Yes.
Or the okay.
Let's use the blindfold version.
And I'll put the
Why
blindfold.
don't you go ahead and slide that in there?
See this? He gives it to me because
Yeah.
when it's stressful.
I'm nervous about warping the plastic.
I'm nervous too. This is too much pressure for me specifically. That's not the right way around, is it?
No.
Now hold on. I'm gonna need a visual. Is there a picture on the box of how she is holding it in this specific pose? There is. She can hold both swords.
Nice.
Alright, so this
Let's see
one
that.
goes on the top.
Yes.
Okay, and the other one goes at the bottom.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. So this is the right one.
Yeah.
I am in the right place.
And of course, the little tassel on the end of the sword's handle here. Also painstakingly recreated in this figure.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love how it's like actually a little tassel.
Right.
It's not cloth, it's plastic, but
Yeah.
it does a good job of pretending.
With the chain keeping it there, allows it to hang freely. So this figure, as you can see.
いいですか? 大丈夫です. I thought I broke it. My producer's eyes like shot up at me, but it's okay. It's meant to come apart. Georgia will live another day. I was so sure I was never gonna come back. Like you're just gonna find my body in the Mega River.
The handle was removable.
So that's
this
how you
entire
get it
time.
on.
We did it. Alright. Let's go ahead and get the blade on there.
I need a second. just to calm down.
But we've done it. We've secured the blade.
We have. We've secured blade 1. Now, does this one also come off? No.
No. That's a more straightforward sliding process.
Oh, it is? But be my guest.
Okay.
A more straightforward sliding process, ladies and gentlemen, we shall see.
As far as I can tell. This one does remove.
What? Okay, well, I didn't want to give it a big tug in case I was wrong. after narrowly escaping with my life. Well, we also have one other very vital additional piece here. I'm sure you can all probably guess what this is. Am I even allowed to show this on youtube.com? I mean, she's clothed.
On youtube.com?
Yeah.
I think it's fine. This blade is actually the wrong way around, isn't it? It's like that. It's going to be more.
Yeah.
Is that what's on the box?
Yes.
Yes. Holding it like backhanded, so to speak. Like that.
Yeah.
Stylish. Excellent stuff.
Excellent. Sorry, I was distracted by the other piece. Yeah, she's gorgeous. Look at that.
This is
yeah.
This is beautiful.
Oh, the little tassel. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now this is, if you're looking for a good figure of 2B, and as we know, there are many 2B figures available. This is definitely one of the best.
For sure, one of the best. I cannot tell you how many 2B figures we see on a daily basis at work.
Like, we've had all sorts, right? We've had Figmas, Nendoroids, there's been like 50 different scale figures since the anime came out, but this scale figure, I think, is really, really nice. The detail on it is nice. It's got a nice matte to the painting, right?
Yes.
And it's got all of these shiny details for the metallic parts of the weapons and such.
Should have brought my turntable in.
You should have brought your turntable in.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's this replaceable piece.
Certainly is.
So we're not going to go ahead and add this in right now. But if you do want to display 2B without her skirt, the option is there. This is, of course, the kind of
just a quick question for science. Hold on, give me a second. It is the same, just without the skirt.
It's the same.
I wanted to see if they would like cheap out and just have like a blank, you know. No, it's the same with all the same level of detail and everything. If that matters to you, it does to me. So yeah, this is lovely. I love this figure. This is gorgeous. The detail is lovely. The detail on the skirt. This isn't just painted on. This is embossed as well.
Yeah.
So again, lovely and tactile. My producer doesn't mind me touching his figure, but this part as well is also super tactile. Everything, it's lovely. The sword, so many details. This feels like a luxury figure.
It is a luxury figure, and it's available right now on HLJ.com.
There you go.
There you go.
Available right now.
And of course, we actually have some other models in this series that we can show off right now as well.
Oh yeah, we do.
So this is actually another version of the same figure, and we can display these all at once. We've also got the A2, both versions of the A2.
The girls are here.
Let's fit that A2 in there somewhere as well.
You see this A2 bias? He just puts her right at the front. That's messed up. That's messed up. I like A2 too, but only when she has long hair.
Right.
There she is.
So now we've got all of the, I believe, currently available models in this series, figures in this series. Both versions of the A2, the short hair version and the long hair version of the A2. And then we've got this version. There's two versions of the 2Bs, version 1 and 2, respectively.
Yeah. This one is better because she has both swords.
Right. And so if you want, you can collect the whole set. I believe we have more of these. Some of these are discontinued now, but some of them are still available on our website. In particular, the 2B figure, if you want to get it, the link is in the description. So, question is, out of these figures, which is your favorite?
Hold on, I have to check something for science first.
What was it you were checking?
I wanted to see which one had the better thighs. And it's this one. This one has better thighs.
Okay.
This one. So this one is my favorite. The 2B with the two swords.
Ragnarok043 says, Georgia, been nice knowing you, LOL. I think that's when you thought you had broken the sword.
Yeah, I honestly, my life flashed before my eyes.
Ragnarok043 also said, for science.
For science.
In quotes, it was for science.
For science.
Right.
Real, genuine science.
Yeah. So, yeah, these figures are really impressive, and actually,
they're really nice.
It makes me want to own one myself. I own a few different 2B figures, but I do not own this one, and I do not own these A2s either. I kind of want this A2 as well, but
from memory,
of course, 2B and A2. I mean, it kind of doesn't make sense to just have one without the other.
You're gonna have this set. You've got the pop-up parades, right?
I've got the pop-up parades. I've got the Figmas on pre-order.
Oh, yeah.
I've got the Nendoroids on pre-order.
Oh, yeah.
And then I've got a couple different scale figures, or prize figures of 2B and 9S as well. We don't have 9S here, but who cares about 9S?
Me! I care!
So
this is disrespectful to my boy. After all he does...
Which design of A2 do you prefer?
Oh, the long hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Good, that's the right choice, I think.
And I also prefer this outfit as well.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, may come as a shock, as I just looked up both their skirts to see which had the chubbiest thighs, but I think this outfit is better.
Yes.
Sometimes more is better, I think.
Sometimes more is better.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Available now on HLJ.com. You can get this very premium 2B figure. So now I think we're going to move on to the next thing.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to very gently slide these over to our very lovely producer.
Yes.
Who's very kind to let me borrow them. And didn't immediately stab me in the eye when he saw what looked like me ripping his beloved figure in two. So, thankfully, that was not the case. Let's fold her lovely spare head over. Oh my gosh, and the butt as well. Goodbye. Atamato, momo. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Alright, finally, for today's stream, we have Nendoroid Solid Snake.
Yeah.
Now, this is great because it means I get the opportunity to talk about Metal Gear Solid as a series, which is excellent because, as Georgia already knows, that's something I like to talk about frequently.
A lot.
This is actually a reissue of Nendoroid Solid Snake. So this was issued the first time, I believe, back in 2015, 2016 maybe. And this is Solid Snake based on his appearance in the original Metal Gear Solid, the first one for the PlayStation 1. And so Nendoroid Solid Snake, this is a really impressive figure. It comes with a few different accessories, including an alternate headpiece that makes him look like the polygonal version.
Yeah, he does. There it is.
Which is really, really cool. And we've also got other accessories like the cigarette. You can kind of pose him like he's sneaking around. He's got his gun. He's also got a cardboard box, I believe, comes with this. Although we do have to assemble it ourselves, unfortunately.
Some assembly is required.
Some assembly is required, but this is based on Solid Snake's iconic appearance. Is there anyone in the chat right now who's a Metal Gear Solid fan? We would love to hear from you. But for now, let's go ahead and start opening the box.
Okay. Do you want to unbox it? Because I know he's like your favourite character, and I feel like I would be taking that privilege away from you. So who's your favourite Snake, Adam? I already know the answer, but...
Do you?
I think so.
So my favourite game in the Metal Gear Solid series is probably Metal Gear Solid 3. But I have an appreciation for Solid Snake as well, who of course appears in Metal Gear Solids 1, 2, and 4. And, we made a knife situation.
George's knife comes in handy again. Oh, maybe not.
We just pop it. There we go.
There we go. The anti-ASMR is back.
Yeah. So here, as you can see, we have Solid Snake encased in plastic once again. So this is one of the more articulated of the Nendoroid series in general. So I'm going to remove some of the plastic sheets on this one. Of course, he's got plastic around his neck. George is unfolding the instructions to see
I'm not
that there are
making the same mistake I made last
many
time.
different options for Nendoroid
Anyone
Snake.
who saw me
Let's go
open the
ahead and
Figma.
get the stand going, and then we'll just pose him in a pretty traditional way. I'm gonna go ahead and get the get a cigarette ready.
Good news, everyone. In the 4 seconds in which I held the box, I have misplaced the cardboard box piece. Somehow.
That's okay.
I don't think I should be allowed to hold the figures anymore. I think I should just be here in spirit. Because
In
clearly
spirit?
it's not safe. Yeah, I should like astral project into the streams instead.
Would you like to see that? Would you like to see astral projection streams? Let us know in the chat. I think that could be pretty interesting. I don't really know what that would look like in the long term.
Neither do I, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. You didn't ask me, but I'm going to answer my own question.
Yeah.
My favourite snake is Naked Snake.
I'm not sure if I even answered the question. I started talking about Metal Gear Solid generally, and I just kind of trailed off, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So Metal Gear Solid 3 is my favourite. I like Naked Snake / Big Boss. But I have an appreciation for Solid Snake as well. And Venom Snake from Metal Gear Solid 5.
Venom Snake is cool.
I believe they did a Venom Snake Nendoroid,
Yes,
which I actually own already.
you do.
Now I've applied the bandana piece there, so you can see his bandana.
Yeah, look at it waving in the wind. Majestic.
You can actually adjust the position of the back of the bandana, which is really cool.
That's cool.
But like I said, this is one of the more articulated of the Nendoroids in general. And why don't we
He's so
go ahead
cute.
and equip him with a weapon
Yes.
or a cigarette
Big gun.
or both.
Yeah, both. Gun in one hand, cigarette in the other hand.
Right.
He also has this. He has a spare leg so that you can make him crouch, which is really cool.
Oh no, the bandana piece.
Oh no, the bandana. You see, everyone? It's so easily done.
It is easily done.
I like this gun the best. There's a couple of guns. This one's my favourite. So this is the gun.
That's based on the P90.
I don't know anything about guns. I couldn't identify any of them under any circumstances. Like, literally, if my life depended on it, I couldn't tell you the difference between, like, an automatic rifle and a pistol. I really like this little foot. This one's really cute.
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and equip him with the cigarette piece. There we go. He's got the cigarette on the go. He's ready.
Now he needs his gun.
Now he needs a gun. You're absolutely right.
Alright,
So let's go ahead and it's one of these two pieces here.
yes.
So if we go ahead.
By the way, I know I said that we usually bring in figures from our own collection, usually recent purchases to show off in the Figure Corner stream, but is there anything you would really like to see from us, like any particular franchises or makers or even figures that you want to see us
Please
show
let
off?
us know what kind of things you guys would like to see in these streams, because we wanna cater them to your needs.
We do.
And,
we have a lot of figures to show off, so...
Right. We have a very wide selection, not just from our own personal wares, but also in general from the HobbyLink Japan available stock, right?
Yes.
So, speaking of available stock, this snake is actually also available.
That's
right
crazy.
now.
You definitely, if you're interested in this figure, you should absolutely get it now, because
Yeah.
when the previous one sold out, the resale on it was crazy. It was really hard to get.
So this is the really cool polygonal face. Polygonal? Am I saying that correctly?
I think so.
Polygonal.
I think polygonal feels right in my mouth.
Polygon style
Polygonal
face.
feels wrong in my mouth.
It does feel wrong.
It has a horrid mouth feel.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and put that polygon head on right now. So you hold his other head.
My boy.
So it's pretty unusual looking at first when you pop this polygon head on.
And not just at first, I think in general.
In general. But what you get with
scary.
the polygon head is really fun. I think this is a really fun additional headpiece, right?
It's very fun. It's very
As
cute,
opposed to
yeah.
like an alternate expression piece, I really like it. You just dropped the head.
No, I
down.
didn't. You can't prove anything. It's not like we caught it on film or anything.
Right. Yeah, so we've got the polygon headpiece going. Now I realise you cannot have him equipped with the cigarette and the weapon at the same time.
Oh,
as
you
far
can't.
as I can tell. So, because both of the weapon holding pieces are his right hand. So why don't we go ahead and remove the cigarette and then choose a weapon, maybe the P90.
I see. Yeah, this one's cooler. Let's use this one. So you have a spare hand, not a... It's not a left and right, it's a spare.
I guess so. Wrong way around.
Wrong way around. What did I just say a second ago? I don't know anything about guns. I don't know how you're meant to hold them.
But the trigger finger has to
There we go.
be on the...
I'm going to take off this head because it scares me. So
Okay.
I'm just going to go ahead and put that away and put it on his majestic bandana head. I think it was a good pick to have the pixelated head because he doesn't really have many expressions, dear Snake, so I think it was a good way to get an extra headpiece in there without it kind of feeling non-canon.
Non-canon.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of canon, if I were to ask you how many Metal Gear characters can you name in 1 minute?
1 minute? Probably not that many. I would say... Hold on.
Let's go. Should we start a timer?
You're gonna start... I've played
I'll
a
start a
bit
timer for-
of most Metal Gear games,
for
but not that
1
many.
minute?
Okay. Tell me when.
All right. Okay. You have a
Alright.
minute.
Solid Snake, Solidius Snake, Liquid Snake, Naked Snake, Venom Snake. Do different ocelots count, or can it just is it just one ocelot?
There's just one guy, right?
Okay, yeah, ocelot. The boss,
Mm-hmm.
the fear, the pain.
Yeah, keep going.
The fury.
The fury.
The guy with the hat. What's the name of the guy, with the hat? With the crutches. He was my favourite. Quiet. Eva.
Eva.
I guess Adam doesn't count because that's.
Ocelot.
That's Ocelot. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. With the hat. This is terrible.
You have 5 seconds
no,
left.
Psychomantis.
Psychomantis.
And no.
The time is up.
Oh, that was terrible. I think I only got 8 names.
It's not too bad.
I've disgraced the Metal Gear
but
Solid
I feel like
fandom.
there's like hundreds of names to choose from, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
What is his name?
What is whose name?
Miller?
Miller? Wow, that's a deep cut.
Okay, that's not okay.
You mean Kazuhira Miller?
Yeah!
Yeah.
That's who I was trying to say, with the guy with the burgers.
Master Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could actually, I didn't think about Peace Walker at all. I could have listed off much more from that. Well, that was hugely humiliating.
No, it's fine. Thought it's fine. So, Jules Dodoro in the chat says, "Good morning, nice MAFEX Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire from No Way Home. Upcoming Spider-Man brand new day for MAFEX."
Oh, is there really? More Spider-Man?
I think they're referring to the newly announced Spider-Man 4. The new, like, literally yesterday, they announced the new Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Brand New Day, I believe is what it's called.
Oh, I must have missed that. The last Marvel announcement I saw was the trailer with the chairs where they were revealing all of
the
the
Avengers
actors'
Doomsday,
names. Yeah. the
Yeah.
Doomsday ones.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
I think that's about it in terms of the Solid Snake Nendoroid. Although this is a really cool Nendoroid. I think this leg piece, you can get him in cool like crouching positions
so
or sneaking
cute!
positions. And
He loves to
you can
sneak.
see on the box here.
There's what the box looks like. Should
This
you
is
have
the
it?
cardboard box. I believe they slide that in here, right?
What? Do they?
Yeah.
I thought I lost it. I thought I dropped it on the ground, but it was here the whole time. Oh, today has just been full of near misses for me.
So this actually comes with a build-your-own cardboard box for Solid Snake to actually hide in.
I just want to say, I asked.
Unfortunately, we don't have any adhesive right now. But
I wanted to wear a cardboard box in the stream, and they said no.
This is actually, it's quite fun because they theme it like a Good Smile Nendoroid Solid Snake box. So in the game, of
yeah.
course, the cardboard boxes you can hide in come in various different designs. And as you can see,
It says Nendoroid.
he's got the Nendoroid Solid Snake. So it's like he's hiding in his own box,
That's
which I think is really
cute.
fun, right?
That is very cute.
Yeah. And
man.
in terms of the additional pieces here, of course, we've got, in addition to the P90, we've got his handgun here, and then we've got a piece for him to, he's listening to the codec, right?
Oh.
His hands up to his ears.
That's
what
another
this-
character. What's the name of the girlie on the codec that they call in
Which girlie on the codec?
in Metal Gear 3? She's like, Snake, have you seen? And then lists the film.
You mean paramedic?
I do mean paramedic. Yeah. You see, I have played the game, so I'm not lying.
Yeah.
It's just been 12 to 15 years.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, so Nendoroid Solid Snake. That's about it. So anyone who's watching right now, anyone who's in the chat, is there anything else you want us to talk about today? Of course, we covered the Spider-Man MAFEX, we covered the Nendoroid Solid Snake, and we covered the 2B figure as well. So we've got quite a variety today that we've been through, which I think is really cool, right?
Yeah.
But again, let us know in the chat, what would you like to see in these streams? We want to gear them towards your interests. We're gonna have Solid Snake come through the portal.
Yes. And he's like, no.
Interesting.
It's canon
Alright,
now.
it's canon now. So, to wrap up, all of these figures that you've seen today are available at HobbyLink Japan, hlj.com, and right now these are all in-stock items, so you can buy them and ship them straight away, or if you want to, put them in your private warehouse. So of course, Cho in the chat said they're waiting patiently for the Tobey Maguire in their private warehouse, which is cool. Yeah, if you're interested in any of these figures, we've got links in the description, and then we've also got a pinned comment at the top of the chat, so you can actually access the products directly from there.
Speaking of links, last time we opened up the Link Figma, so
Yes.
you should check that out if you haven't
Yes,
already.
that's also still available, I believe. And actually, the Azure Lane figure that we opened last time is also still available.
Barely, there's only a few units, so
yeah.
definitely get on that.
So if you enjoyed this stream, first of all, please subscribe. That helps out a lot. Second of all, share this video, this live stream, with your friends.
Please.
And third of all, you can go and check out the other live streams available on the HobbyLink YouTube channel, where you can see us unboxing the Azure Lane figure, unboxing the Link Figma, and you can also check out the other live streams where we spoke about Pat Labor last time with Todd, and before that we spoke about Machine and Krieger with the Kangaroo kit. And the Kangaroo kit, that's actually something where we're giving away exclusive original decals, a decal sheet for the Kangaroo. And the Kangaroo... Thank you.
We have some. Our producer has given them to us.
So these are original decals, approved by the original creator of Machine and Krieger. So these come with every Kangaroo kit: the PKA Kangaroo, the 135 Artpla Kyoto PKA Kangaroo. So these are some awesome decals. and you can actually see that we've got the HLJ logo.
Mistake.
Oh, wrong one.
What? NG.
Ah, so 間違えた wrong one.
Wrong one.
This is the right one.
This is the correct one. So we've got the MAK logo, we've got the kangaroo, and you can see that the HLJ logo in there as well. And you can see the different kangaroo skulls. So these are original decals that come with every purchase of the PKA Kangaroo 135 Artwork Kit right now. And at the bottom, you can see we've got the kangaroo skulls, and then we've got the different factions in Machine and Krieger, which I don't know anything about, so I'm not going to pretend that I do.
I know absolutely nothing about it. I'm a figure
But
girly.
these
not
are some
a
really
figure
cool
kit girly.
decals approved by the original creator, and you'll get one of these with every single PKA Kangaroo that you purchase right now, and that's still available to pre-order. They're coming into stock later this April, so that's excellent. And yeah, with that, I think we can start to wrap this up and say thank you very much for all 20 or so of you who are here right now, who have tuned in to another stream.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you for being here. Or if you're watching this back later on, thank you very much. Please check out the other streams, and please purchase any of these figures, available right now at HLJ.com.
And please let us know what figures you'd like to see, especially if you're a Miku fan, because I have a pile of Hatsune
Yes,
Miku figures
we've got
I want to show
so
off,
many Miku
and they
figures.
won't let me. So you've got to give me a reason to, so that I can
Yes.
bring in all my Mikus and show them off.
Ragnarok says take care. Thank you, Ragnarok.
Thank you, you too, Ragnarok.
goodbye.
Thank you for joining.
And we'll see you all next time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.